Well, welcome back. Catching coronavirus can be tough for anyone, but imagine catching it for a second time. Well, that's what some folks here in the Coastal Bend are now dealing with. Our Ashley Portillo spoke with one of those individuals and also a doctor, and she joins us live now from Physicians Premier over on Saratoga Boulevard with more on that. Ashley.
Lee, I did speak to a local doctor about these double infection cases, and they're working to figure out if it's a continuation of the original virus or did that patient simply catch the virus again. Mark Popoletis tested positive for coronavirus back in March, and he had mild symptoms.
Developed a sore throat, dry cough, a little bit of like laryngitis style symptoms.
After quarantining for 2 weeks, he made a full recovery. Then last month, he tested positive a second time, and his symptoms were almost non-existent.
At the time, I felt like I had no symptoms, no fever, no nothing. Just wondering if it's going to get worse or what's going to happen.
Emergency medicine physician Dr. Lonnie Schwartlich says most people are immune to the virus for 2 to 6 months after catching it the first time. But it is possible to catch the virus a second time after a patient has made a full recovery.
You're probably less susceptible to it, and you might have lesser symptoms, but that may depend on your resistance at the time that you catch it the next time.
Dr. Schwartlich mentioned he's also seen patients who have tested positive again several weeks after their first positive test with no signs of symptoms.
That is just viral particles, pieces of the virus still sitting in your nasopharynx, back in your throat, in your nose, that has not cleared out.
And that's why it's important to monitor your symptoms and self-quarantine for 14 days if you do test positive. Meanwhile, Popoletis says when it comes to coronavirus, the third time is certainly not a charm.
I just got unlucky. I'm just thankful it wasn't worse because I know it's really bad for a lot of people out there.
Dr. Schwartlich also mentioned that experts are working to develop an immunization for COVID-19, and right now no word on if it'll be good for a couple months or up to a year. For now, reporting in Corpus Christi, I'm Ashley Portillo for 6 News.